Welcome back. Okay, so I was kind of hoping that by the time that we were up to the games, right up against the games, I'd have more information, but I don't. And again, the rising case counts and all that, it's got people concerned. It feels like people are more concerned than the National Hockey League might be, although there's supposed to be calls between the team doctors, medical teams, and all that in the National Hockey League and the NHLPA, and they're going to look at maybe adjusting how things are done here. So first off, the Canes versus Wild game tonight is postponed. Nothing's been canceled. It's postponed. It's the only game so far tonight that's been postponed. I have seen, comments about other games should get postponed. I've seen comments along the lines of they should just shut it down. The league, when reached for comment today, stated there is no plan to shut things down. The NHLPA also not thinking about shutting anything down. So again, fans, media might be more upset and concerned than the National Hockey League is, or the NHL's just, playing it cool. Again, I was hoping there would be something more concrete to report here. The odds of protocols being changed are high. Now, protocols in order to, limit the amount of contact players have off the ice and all that, sort of think along the same lines as last season, which while they were imperfect, they did allow us to get a 56-game season in. The idea that maybe some more games are going to get postponed is out there. Carolina, again, tonight this game's off. Nothing yet regarding other games, but are other games likely to be postponed? Probably, yeah. The other oddity being they've got a couple players now that are in Vancouver, and now they'll have players that are quarantining in Minnesota. And so, yeah. I'll just throw out there that based on what I saw today, I had to go to EB Games on their website. Amazon sold out, but I ordered NHL 22, which right now is $30 cheaper. So just throwing that out there. If you've been on the fence about getting it, it's not $80 right now. It's $50. So during the last shutdown, we ran weekly live streams, and I did live streams while I was doing a franchise mode on NHL 21. So I'm fine with. So if in the event that there was a cascade of this and we end up with some kind of a shutdown, that'll come back. So I wanted that there as a backup, and so it's there, right? So hoping that it's not necessary and that I end up playing NHL 22 because I don't know, it'd be fun to see the Canucks win a Stanley Cup. And playing EA Sports NHL games is really the only way I've seen the. And it's funny, and I'd be interested to know if people have done this as well. So you pick your favorite team on a franchise mode, and you play it all the way through to win a Stanley Cup, and you feel like, hey, cool, they're holding up a Stanley Cup, and then in the back of your mind, you're like, this is as close as you're ever going to get to actually seeing them win it, and then you kind of get depressed. So speaking of the Canucks, there's test results that will come back this afternoon, and it sounds like they'll be revealed around 6. I was kind of hoping we would know before I recorded this video. They're going to be out anytime, and if there's more positives within the Canucks, then they're going to probably have their game postponed tonight against Columbus. So I'm down to 12 games to watch. It's possible there's going to be less. I'll report on what I can when it happens. And again, odds are the NHL is going to power through it. And I know there's people who don't like it, but it sounds like they're going to power through it. So is the NFL. I guess the NBA does as well. The NHL is in a situation where it's not easy to reschedule. It's tough to reschedule. They do still want to go to the Olympics. The latest reports are that even after hearing all these protocol setups for the Olympics, that players are still like, fine, we'll go. There may be some that don't, but apparently it's not going to be a large number. It's not going to be a vote. It's going to be individual decisions on whether or not they go. The NHL has, said, you know what, as soon as you guys are on a plane headed over for the Olympics, nothing we can do until you come back. So the players know this, and apparently they're still on board with going at this point. That could absolutely change. In light of today's news with Marchand and Smith being on the protocol list, Studnicka and Steen have been called up by the Boston Bruins. And so, yeah, we'll see what lineups look like. And I know there's people who are concerned. I'm aware of that. I know there's also people who say, there's nothing to worry about. Who cares? And just go out. Who cares? And I understand where both sides are coming from, and yet here I am reporting on it. I report on it, and here we are. So thank you guys so much for all your support. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And I do wish I had something more concrete when it comes to which games are going to happen and which ones may not. But it is an evolving situation. I would expect that we'll see brand new guidelines rolled out tomorrow. That's my expectation. And then we'll see, how this works out. Because ideally you get your 82 game schedule. The players get to go to the Olympics that they wanted in the CBA. We get our Stanley Cup in late June. And then next year we go back to hockey starting the first week of October and a more normal schedule for 2022, 2023. Fingers crossed. Because this year's a kind of a normal schedule, but the Olympics kind of messes all that up. But hey, thank you guys so much for all your support. It means a lot. I did do a video on the Entertainment Guy today about just something personal that's gone on with me and with people I know, and just it's been a tough time. So I do appreciate the kind words on that video as well on that second channel. And yes, I do have a second channel where all the other videos go. It's mostly been bunny videos, but that's not going to last, obviously. Eventually, those bunnies grow up. We don't allow for more babies, and then that's done. So, yeah, and then I can get into some TV stuff. That's the other thing, too. When the NHL was shut down last March, it did give me time to discuss other things on the other channel because I wasn't watching hockey every night. So it's about adapting on the fly. Thank you guys again for your support, though. It means a lot. I will talk to you again soon.